Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today we're going to be talking about awesome 3D printed products from 44 Delta. Let's get into it. So 44 Delta is the new kid on the block, and he is stop it. We're not doing that. He is the new kid on the block. The right stuff. All right, here we go. All right, so 44 Delta is, I'm not going to say it, but we already said it twice. Essentially, he's a 3D printer of locksport goods, and everything that you've ever wanted in locksport that nobody else makes because they don't actually care about the locksport community. That's how I feel sometimes. The 3D printers get it done. They make it for us. They make our dreams come true and they make it happen. For the last 2 years, I have been collecting 3D locksport from Tony Varelli, and I have probably about, I don't know, $1,000 to $1,200 worth of his product. I have so much of his product. I keep finding it. Like I was like, yeah, I've got like 9 of his large lockpick stations. Now I have 10 of them. I just found one the other day. So I have a lot of his stuff, but he now works for Covert Instruments, and his company was acquired by Covert Instruments, and you can still buy some of those products from Covert Instruments, or you can print them up if you have a 3D printer on your own. But if you're like me and you don't have room for another hobby and you have to rely on people to 3D print things for you, look no further than 44 Delta. Now I'm doing a light review of everything in front of me here. We're just going to talk about some of this. I'm not going to pull up prices or anything like that. Just take a look at the description down below. I'm going to provide a link to his website and just peruse and take a look. I'll try to provide a link to some of these items for sure. But I wanted to talk specifically, primarily about the handles that he now has for Covert Instruments and for Moki, and he has an awesome 90A Pro padlock, and he puts out limited edition padlocks now, and he's got this awesome spring minesweeper here, and he's got some awesome stuff for your bench vise, your table vise, whether it be for picking SFIC or if it's you're doing gutting or anything like that. So let's talk about all of that. First, I want to talk about the 3D printed handles. So I love 3D printed handles. I'm a big fan of, let's say, if I'm using a brand like Multipick. Multipick are actually the smallest lockpicks on the entire market. And I have large hands. I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. I'm 230 pounds on a good day. And these things just absolutely like disappear in my hands. And I love their tools. I really do. But no better way to enjoy a small tool than to make it a little bit larger and make it more palatable. And one thing that that is wonderful about these 3D providers for our communities, they're making things just more comfortable, more doable. So I have tried to bring some 3D printed ideas to mass production, to market. I've taken these 3D printed, no, these aren't the ones, I'm sorry. I've taken these here to Covert Instruments. I actually went to the manufacturing facility and said, hey, you guys need 3D printed handles for your lock picks. If you guys have the Genesis pick set, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me grab a Genesis pick right here. So here's a Genesis pick in 25 thou or whatever. You know, like it just makes sense. It's so simple. It's just a stupid handle with magnets in it, and then you close it and boom, now you can go to town. But you know, they're like, no, it's okay. We're gonna come out with the Apex, and people are gonna like these for what they are, and I respect that. They have good business-minded decision. But some of us don't want to have to invest in $100 in tools when we can just invest maybe $5 or $6 in a couple 3D printed handles here. So that's why I advocate for them. I think they're a really great option if you have the popsicle stick style handles and you don't want to wait until the Apex comes out 21 years from now. If you want to just upgrade your tools today, then this is the option for you. So he has these handles here for 20 thou and 25 thou. I don't remember if he offers a different color scheme or not, but these are super cool. These are really nice. These are nicer than the previous. I had commissioned somebody to make handles for me. He did a great job. These are even better. So I don't have any 20,000s. I gave away an Echelon pick set to somebody who had been following me for over a year and had been complaining that he doesn't have the money. And so I sent him a $75 Echelon pick set, and I swear to you, I never heard from him ever again. He just disappeared off the planet. So my guy, you're in Canada, you know who you are. Reach out to me sometime. People are worried about you. People want to know, are you okay? Take your Covert Instruments pick. It just drops in right here. Oh man, that's a good fit. It's a really good fit. And it's got like little grooves here. I kind of wonder if you could use this without the magnets. I'm kind of curious. Let's find out. Yeah, this thing holds it without magnets. I wouldn't recommend it because it's going to be kind of loose. We want to add magnets to this. So we're going to do that right now. So this is the 25 thou, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it anyways. I'm sure I'll mess it up, and I'm sure I will make a big fool of myself. Yeah, man, it's so weird. I will give stuff to people. I've been doing it for 18 years. I'll give stuff to people and then they just dip out. This is a hard hobby. People don't stick around very long. So people get mad when they're like, hey man, you got so much. How come you don't give me this? Or how come you don't part with that? Or why don't you sell me this? Why don't you trade for that? It's like, cause you're not going to stay in this as long as me. You're going to dip out. Like I'm like the last of the Mohicans, man. And everybody just wants something for free and then they don't want to stick around and, and use it. Man, I'm shaking the camera like crazy. Hold on. So I like to just take this whole thing and slide it in sometimes. Yeah, there we go, just like that. That's what man, that's a strong magnet. That is such a strong magnet. These are crazy strong magnets. I know he has like a name for them, like COVID-19 or something crazy. Oh man, did I just get my video like deplatformed or something because I said the words? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. But anyways, that's all they do. They just slide in like that. Let me make sure I have the polarity correct. Yep, polarity is correct. So we got one magnet in, and I guess we could put in a couple more, can't we? Yep. So I'm just using a lockpick here. I could use a key just to show you how easy this is. As the key fails me. You can glue these in, it's just not needed. Plus, you don't want to accidentally like mess up the polarity. So I'm checking the polarity there to make sure I don't have it on the opposite end, because the opposite end is going to give you the reverse of that reverse of that magnetism. So I'm got the right polarity here, got it there, good. Now I'm gonna slide this guy in. That's all I do. I'm gonna use a lockpick this time. There we go. I'm sure I could use a better tool like a flathead, but I wasn't prepared for this video. Okay, we got one handle down. Let's do the other handle here. Let's make sure I got the polarity right again. So now I have to do the opposite polarity here. I'm gonna put the opposite end. I'm sure there's names for this, and all of you like science nerds are yelling right now. Oh, Sandman, oh, it's called this. I don't know what it's called. Make sure that polarity is good. Okay, and I'm sure there's a way of getting these out, right? If I mess this up, let's try this one. Okay, that's good. All right, are we good here? The magnets are so strong. Bravo for finding quality magnets here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, looks good. All right, so we're gonna match the polarity. Okay, so that's the one we like. Okay. Oh, see, I messed it up. It could have flipped on me. You gotta be careful. Yep. That's the one I want. I'm just gonna use my fingernail here. Yep, that's all I needed. I can just use my fingernail. There we go, that's in. Okay, guess the polarity right there. Here we go. I can't express to you guys how strong these magnets are. They're very good magnets. He did a good job on not skimping on buying cheap magnets. Oh man, I should totally use a better tool than my Multipick tool here. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. All right, so I've got one side in here. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's not going anywhere, guys. There's no wobble whatsoever. There's no play. There's no jiggling. These are done really well. He did a really great job. I got a little cutout here for my thumb. Whatever, maybe I want to index this in the dark of the night. And I could be like, oh, that's where the ridges are because I'm too dumb to just feel it in the dark. I got to feel it on the handle. I don't know, guys. I don't know why people do stuff. All right, so that's good. That's great. Again, I don't have any 20,000s. I do, but they're this. You know, I already made a whole video where I used marine grade shrink tubing in like 3 layers or 4 layers on this. I'm not peeling these off just to show you that they fit the 20 thou. I'm sure they do. This is really good, man. This is really nice. Now someone's going to say, but Sandman, does it fit a Genesis pick case? I think it's called the Garrison. Is that what it's called? And the Echelon set has the, I don't remember the name of that either. I literally am running out of space in my head for the names of everything, especially from Covert Instruments. I love Covert Instruments, tier 1 company all the way. But they have the McTickler, and they have the McTicklin, and the Mr. McTickin, the Tickler. I don't know. They have it's the McTickler inside of the Slim Tickins. Ticklins? I don't know. There's a lot of names going on in my head right now. I've got 14 jackknife tools over here, and I have to not only try to know the name, but I got to pretend to know the history. Yes, this fits. This fits. That's all we need to know, right? That's all you care about. I would say this can conservatively fit 2. Let's try. This fits 2. Let's see if it fits a 3rd. I have a 3rd from a different brand. So this is a little bit wider, but it definitely fits 3. I don't know if it's going to fit all 4 and then fit your turning tools in here, but you could for sure fit 3. For sure fit 3, you know? So that's cool. Honestly, though, you really want these. I wouldn't worry about, you know, these for everyday carry. If you need like a whole set, I don't know. These are really for picking at home, in my opinion. I don't know how these, you guys can just use your imagination on how to take these apart. I just use my fingernail. So yeah, I would use these for at home when I'm doing long sessions, or I'd pick my favorite ones for everyday carry. So it's not a big deal. So that's that. So the McNally pick set right here, I've already modified this guy, and I really am like trying to decide what I want to do with it. Do I want to, hang on. Do I want to take my McNally pick set and undo all my hard work here and put it inside a handle? Because this is shrink tubing here, but I'm probably never going to use these in this configuration. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I will actually use these tools because they're small for my hands. I have large hands. I'm thinking, let's do the McTickler. Why not? Let's do the McTickler. That sounds like a dance from the 1960s. Or the 70s. It'd probably be more a disco era. So these are adhesive lined shrink tubing, and I could always just like add another, I guess. I'm just curious as to how hard this is going to come off. It may just peel off. It may be an absolute pain in the ass to take off. I don't even know if okay. I've got a dull X-Acto knife here, so let's go see if I can do this without hurting myself first. Yeah, this should work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So this is a number 2. So we're gonna grab the 2 here. Am I still watching this? You guys aren't watching this anymore. You guys are gone. Abracadabra. Those are the secret words. Put it at the end of the video. I'll know you're cool. So we're gonna take this number 2 here. Man, it fits perfectly. Even though I just jumbled this whole thing together. Man, Eastlands is the best. Eastlands is the guy that owns 44 Delta. Look at that. This fits perfectly together. Fantastic, even with all that extra glue here. So if you guys did what I did and made life mistakes, lifelong decisions, this is really nice. Yeah, that cutout here. Yeah, this is really nice. Is this video in focus at all? Is this whole thing not in focus? Am I 20 minutes into this? All right, we gotta get this going because I got a thing to do, but this is nice. This is great. Let's add some magnets to it and let's rock and roll. This is great. I can actually use these tools now. This is wonderful. Okay, here we go. So that's what I love about this. I got a Moki tool I got to do too. So you can just pick either end. Doesn't matter which end to start off with. Here we go. That actually went in pretty good. Okay, that's the polarity we want. Put this end in. And we'll get this one going too. Here we go. We're going to use our thumbnail. Here we go. That's it. We're going to take the opposite end, the other number 2. I guess it really didn't matter, but we want the numbers to match. That's a number 1. Where'd my 2 go? Here we go. So now we want the opposite polarity, this end, okay? And that's the end we're going to put in on the opposite handle. One right there. This is working really well. This is so well designed. Man, that's so well designed. That or I'm just really good at what I do. I'm going to go with that. I'm an expert reviewer. Pay no attention to the 5-minute scene where I'm trying to just peel rubber off of a pick. All right, here we go. Fantastic. This is nice. This is great. No wiggling whatsoever. This is how you want to enjoy the McNally Reaper pick set. This is good. This makes it about the same length as a Moki. That's what essentially it does. As a Moki handle, essentially. Now, that's not a true Moki handle. I don't even know if I have a Moki here. I have Moki handles here, but anyways, this is great. I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, I'm going to be putting these picks aside. I'm going to be picking with those here for a little bit off camera. Now, he gave me these Moki ones. Now, he gave me this. This is like a prototype, and this is like more of a finished product, and that's fine. I don't know the difference between the two. And then he gave me some Moki green ones, but he says he's probably not going to provide these in the future because he had to like special order these from Europe. The color, which is like a special type of luminous green, full luminous green or something like that. His other greens are darn near close enough. They're close enough. I can't tell the difference from his other greens to this green, but I requested this. He made these specifically for me. Thank you very much. I'm glad he sent me 3 of them because I have the gym hook set from Moki that I'll be putting these inside these handles. So thank you very much. I do like these though, so maybe I'll find something else to do that. But let's take a look at the Moki ones and let's see how the Moki one goes together. We have the Eastland's eyes here. He's looking at us. He's like Santa Claus, watching us all year round, making a list or something. I got nothing, guys. All right, so that comes apart. Let's do a Moki tool, and we'll talk a little bit about the other products here. Okay, here we go. So I want you to see how this comes together first. So one end, obviously you can't put that profile right there, so you're gonna flip it around. Now there's a bit of a trick to this. One way it's not going to fit, and one way it will. So this, yeah, or maybe I was wrong, huh? I thought I was having trouble. I thought I had to go in a certain way, but no, it seems to work either way. Okay, don't pay attention to me. I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm saying, but I think this will work. I thought there was like a certain way you had to do it, but I don't seem to be having that issue, so whatever. So there's a little tab here that hooks between the profile and the side of the pick handle. And I swear to you, I really do believe you could just use these without magnets. I really honestly believe that. But I don't think that's what they are intended for. Let's try it. Let's try it with, yeah, guys, this, okay, it does, okay. Yeah, you do want to put magnets in here, but I swear it's pretty darn close. You don't want to put this on without magnets, but you could if you wanted to. Let's put the magnets. Folks, mistakes were made. I was like talking for a good 10 minutes, and then I realized that my phone cut itself off because iPhones are garbage. But here is the finished result. And I couldn't like I couldn't come back and finish my thought because my wife then came home, and we are now 24 hours later and I have to finish this video, and I have no idea where I left off, but I'm pretty sure I left off with the fact that I was showing you guys how to put magnets in this thing, and this thing is awesome. I really like it. This thing's super strong here. So anyways, this guy is only going to go on one way. There we go. This little what we would call a rectangular nub here, and we have 1, 2, 3 male ends with a rectangular nub, and we have 3 female ends here, and so it'll go together just like that. This is awesome. I love it. I think these are better than the Moki handles that come with Moki. Like, let's talk about the Moki handles real quick. So these are either originals or I had these made up. I don't remember. These may be the original Moki handles that are no longer in production. I don't remember if I had to ask somebody to make these for me because I may have ran out because I have all the Moki tools. But these are the new ones. And listen, these are really great. They're really great, but they're very slick. They're hard to hold on to for me. So I really like the 3D printed ones because they're textured. And that's what these are. These are textured. I really like this. So this is a very comfortable way to enjoy your Moki handles. I highly recommend it. Let's move on. So we did the covert instruments, we did a Reaper pick, and we did a Moki pick. What's left? Well, let's talk about some of the other 44 Delta products. So he has this thing called the Minesweeper, I think it's called, or it's a spring sweeper, and it's essentially just got these really strong magnets here for picking up springs. Here's the deal. I drop springs all the time, so much so that I have to purchase springs in bulk from online retailers that are willing to sell high security springs, such as ASA alloy springs. So I have springs just for ASA Twin 6K, ASA 700, you know, ASA Combi, like all of the different type of ASA locks that require like 3 or 4 different types of springs. I have a set of those because you will lose your springs. They are going to go flying. God forbid you lose a gold spring, because those are very rare locks, very expensive, from Japan. So when you have springs on high security locks, I would actually say that this should be like one of the first things you should buy past blue belt. So if you're getting into purple belt, if you are getting into the brown belt, the red belt, and the black belt locks, I would highly recommend this. It's not a huge investment compared to having to constantly buy springs that you're losing. And if you're in the challenge lock community and you got the locks that you pick, some springs are actually custom made. Some springs are just unique springs for that lock. You don't want to lose bits and parts of somebody's handmade lock that they work so hard on, just because, you know, you have a thick carpet and you're just, you know, if I'm an idiot. I don't want to say if you're an idiot like me, because I'm the only idiot here in locksport, but this is cool. This thing's super strong. I just pick up all the things. It picks up so much. Absolutely amazing. I think this is a really good idea, and I'm gonna have to figure this out after this video. So this is super cool. Thank you for making such an awesome product. He's got a couple other products here we're gonna talk about. So he does have a box to blue, and I highly recommend his box to blue. I priced out his box to blue on Amazon, and it was the exact same price. If there was a difference in price, I think it was less than $5. So he does have a Blue Belt 98 Pro with his logo on it. You can get the regular Padlock 98 Pro, that's just blue, I think, or you can get the Eastlands one. I don't remember if they are 2 separate ones or if he only offers one or the other, but I know he offers this because I was able to get this. So thank you so much for making these things for the community. I think this makes it fun. This makes it fun. I'm going to be picking this on camera here in about a week, and we'll give that guy a go. I love 98 Pros. These were actually the lock that were used for the first round of 3 rounds at the Texas Locksmith Association Lockpicking Championships this year in Pflugerville, Texas, for 2024. And so the Padlock 98 Pro was the first lock to get past the first round, which I think was a little too much. I think they should have gone with an easier lock, but we had guys picking it no problem. So this is a really fun way to enjoy your lock sport journey. Maybe you want to get your blue belt. Maybe you want to enter the Padlock challenge. I have a video on that, and they give you a certificate just for picking the Padlock 98 Pro. It's super cool, fun way to do that. I'll be picking this on video. This is not going to be the last time you see this, so I'll be getting that guy on video. And then he sent me some poker chips. Unusually, one of these poker chips is magnetic. Does that give it weight? I don't know the purpose of it being magnetic. It's very unusual. It's got to be so it can have weight, because otherwise it'd be very light. So he has these guys here. Super collectible, very fun. A lot of people actually have like these challenge coin trays where they put all of their poker chips on there from all the different members of the community. I don't collect the poker chips, because I've been in the community. I've been in locksport for 18 years. I've been in the community for going on 15 years now. And so many people come in and they leave, and they come in and they go. And it's hard to keep track of the names. Yeah, the poker chips kind of help, but I just, the thing that gets me going is collecting the tools and collecting the locks. And I try to make friends along the way, but nobody lasts very long in this community because it's very hard. It's a hard hobby. It's a hard sport. And I wish people would stick around for 15 years. It'd be cool, but there's not many people that do. So that's why I've just never gotten to the poker chips. It's kind of a newer thing. Poker chips kind of started around 5 years ago. So maybe I should collect them. I don't know. Just haven't gotten into it yet. Let's see here. Also, we have this guy right here. So if you collect SFIC locks like I do, so let me make sure I'm zoomed in here. So I have a Best Cormax SFIC. It just means it has a little like a little detent in there. So after you pick this lock, you just got to have a little slider that you hit. I don't know if a slider is the correct term, but this holder is for your bench vices, your table vices. So when you have a flat table vice, this would work in any of the 44 Delta bench vices, any of the jaws that he has. But you could just, now you don't have to buy the whole padlock. Heck, just the lock body, the padlock portion without the core is usually about $20 to $30. especially if it says best on it, because those are hard to come by. And then the core itself, you can get these for like 12 to 20 bucks. So you're saving about 50% if you just buy these by themselves. Get one of these, and this will allow you to pick it in your table vise, no problem. So you just need a control key for that. It still works if you have an operating key right here. Still get full rotation there. That's great. In case you want to pick one of these for purple belt, you have to pick it to control and to shear line. And in case you guys are wondering how to do that, control only rotates in the clockwise direction, but the operational key picks in the counterclockwise and clockwise direction. So if you want to pick it to control and to operational, then it would be in my best interest to pick counterclockwise for operational. And if I want to pick it to control, then I have a 50-50 chance of finding that binding order to be able to pick it to control. So that way you can get your purple belt. A little bit of a info right there for you. Then I also have these guys, these little lock blocks. These you can put inside of a table vise if you want, or you can just put them down on your bench, and these will hold your normal key and knob cylinders. So we have our residential style key and knob cylinders that can go right here, or commercial, whatever. Any type of 6-pin key knob cylinder will fit in here, and it'll hold it still so you can do your pinning and stuff, and without having to worry about dropping it or dumping it or anything like that. It's also really great. Yeah, it's good for repinning, but it's also good for gutting and stuff like that. This is going to be for the smaller cylinders, for things like Master and American Lock, and things like that. Pack Lock I think would fit in here. That's my guess. I could be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is though. I've never had to use these, but also I need to start using these because though I learned as a locksmith how to gut locks, I always drop like my key and knob cylinder. I usually just lay my key and knob cylinder down flat on the mat, and that's not a good habit. I need to use one of these, and I've never owned one of these. So now that I have one of these, now I can start incorporating this into how I gut my locks. So that's all I really have. I do want to start using these Moki ones that he sent me here. These should be no different, honestly, from, let's pull it apart. Yeah, this is no different. They're just Moki green. Like I said, he's probably not going to have this full luminescent green in the future. So reach out to him and say, hey, do you have any left? Before you decide to not offer any more in the future, can I get some of these or whatever? See what he's willing to do if you really are attached to that color. But I think his luminescent green is going to be close enough. I really think it's very close. So that's all I have for today, folks. Sorry that the video cut out, but you weren't missing anything. You're just missing me trying to figure out how to put magnets inside a handle. I think I did okay with this video. I'm going to have to speed up some parts, but that's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your favorite 44 Delta products? Are there any products that you would like to see? That's what we really need to know. Are there any products that he doesn't have that you would like to see him offer? This magnet is crazy strong. Crazy strong. So that's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below. 44 Delta, you're the man. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll catch you guys next time.